TikTok causing you to have mental illness? In some cases, yes. Now, I shouldn't be doing this because I don't have tics, okay? But in some cases, it's causing girls, thousands, hundreds of thousands potentially, of girls and boys, teenagers, to have tics, mental health problems. This is terrible. Fuck, shit, fuck, okay? It's terrible. I shouldn't be making fun, and I'm not. I am not making fun of the situation. But this is something very, very important that I actually want to show you guys, because 60 Minutes Australia just did a report on this very thing. TikTok tics, the worldwide medical mystery causing severe Tourette's-like tics in teenage girls. I want to talk about this today, and I believe there needs to be change. Change within TikTok and change within the very people watching certain TikToks, okay? This is terrible. So let me show you this. There's no denying that there are many long-term effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, as we can all imagine, and subsequent lockdowns, that we are yet to fully understand, right? It caused a lot of mental health problems within people, and it's a terrible situation, 100%. But an explosion of severe tics and Tourette's syndrome-like behaviors in teenage girls, and some boys as well, is certainly one of the more bizarre situations that are happening. 60 Minutes investigated a rise in severe tics in teenage girls over the last 2.5 years, which initially had doctors in Australia and around the world puzzled. So I'm going to show you a quick snippet of this video from 60 Minutes. They did a great job, by the way. It was such a great interview, great reporting. It just shocks me seeing this and thinking, God, all right, now that we know this, we need to stop this. This is how we stop it. This is by me talking about this, hoping this gets public. Let's stop this, all right? Here is the actual 60 Minutes Australia website, YouTube website, okay? We're watching a quick bit of this video. This video is called The Medical Mystery Linking TikTok to an Explosion of Severe Tics in Teens. 60 Minutes Australia. It came out July 31st, so there we go. That's when the actual thing came out. Turning the volume up, let's watch about 50 seconds. Here we go.
In the past few years, Tourette and ticking videos have gained a massive following online. On TikTok alone, they account for more than 6 billion views. Incredibly, researchers now believe they too might be playing a role in the explosion of tics seen around the world. In speaking with your peers globally, what were the kinds of behaviours that you were seeing?
Get ready for this.
That were quite similar between all your patients?
Yeah, it was the vocal tics, the noises, that were so noticeable and characteristic.
This is where it gets shocking.
Often I don't realise I'm doing it anymore. Beans.
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 Quite an unusual phrase is sometimes quite long sentences.
Bean sprout.
Beans.
A bean sprout.
I'm going somewhere with this.
Beans. Beans. Beans means Heinz.
And these same sentences and phrases you were seeing repeated by girls across the world?
Across the world.
Across the world. Now look, I am absolutely, thoughtful for people with mental health disorders. A lot of people are struggling with mental health disorders, with mental health issues. It's a terrible thing, and I hope everyone absolutely gets better. Absolutely, all right? People that have these mental disorders, the fact that you're filming yourself, if I had a mental health problem that was causing me to slap my face, stutter my words, swear at random people in the street, hit my own mum, because that's what they're doing, right? If I was doing that, I'm telling you now, there's no goddamn way I would want to be filming myself, because I would be embarrassed as fuck, okay? I would not want the world to see me doing that personally. I would be shameful. I would think, fuck, I don't know why I've got this problem in my brain. I wish it would go away, obviously, but I certainly wouldn't be recording myself doing that. But people are doing that. They're recording themselves, and people, mainly teenage girls and boys, mainly teenage girls apparently, they like watching these videos, and these videos are then making them that they never once had a problem. They never had a problem with Tourette's or ticking or anything like that. But now after watching that, I mean, they've basically got it. Literally the next day. Beans, people are saying these things. Look at this. I want to show you this. You are what you eat. It's a very famous saying, all right? If you're going to eat beautiful vegetables and stuff like that, you're going to be skinny and healthy. If you eat pizzas and fast food, I mean, you're going to be fat and, terribly out of shape. It's a very famous saying, all right? But this, you are what you watch. What you see and hear affects your thinking. And what you're thinking, let me read that again. And what you think is what you become. I mean, wow, who would have thought, right? If I or anyone was to continuously watch someone with mental health issues, then shit, maybe in the future I may have mental health issues too. I mean, it's a shitty situation. Like I said, I feel sorry for these people that obviously are suffering from these disorders. I honestly hope the best for them. I wish the best for them. I wish they get help and I wish they completely recover. But, I mean, it's maybe interesting to watch a couple of videos here and there, all right? Oh, that's interesting. People do that. Oh, okay, all right, very interesting. But then stop. If you're one of the people watching these things continuously, or, not continuously, I don't think anyone watches it continuously. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm certainly not one of them, but I'm sure we've all seen a few of these videos online at one point, all right? Leave it at that. You're going to fuck your life up, potentially. Especially if you're at a younger age where your mind is more susceptible to things that you're seeing. I mean, fuck, okay? Take a look at this. I want to show you guys this. Hypnosis and things like that. Autosuggestion, suggestibility. This was actually mentioned by the doctor in the actual 60 Minutes report, right? Suggestibility. Suggestibility is the quality of being inclined to accept and act on the suggestions of others. Wow. It's quite literally there in black and white. Suggestibility, once again, it's the quality of being inclined to act and accept and act on the suggestions of others. If you see someone doing something, your monkey see, monkey do. I mean, fuck, right? The amount of things that you could be watching. Have a look at this, okay? It reminds me of the Beatles, okay? Now, the Beatles were obviously fucking huge back in the day. Still are an amazing band, still are a very famous band. Younger generations are still learning about some of the history that the Beatles were doing, the songs that they were performing, and a bit of the history, right? Absolutely still a huge band even today, okay? Hysteria was a huge thing back in the day. Thousands of girls, when they were watching shows of the Beatles, would scream their hearts out, right? My mum literally said to me, because my mum's from Liverpool, England. She's from Walton in England. She literally grew up 10 minutes away from John Lennon's house while John Lennon was living there, okay? She's told me that she was never one of those girls, screaming. She couldn't understand why those girls would do that. Even at that age, she couldn't understand that, right? Enjoy the show. Now, in fact, even the Beatles had the same problem. The Beatles themselves were basically like, oh, I don't know why they're doing this. We ourselves, the Beatles, we can't even hear our own voices sing. We can't hear the instruments we play. The audience can't hear what we're doing because of all the screaming. If they only were to just be quiet and listen to us, that's kind of paraphrasing what they said, right? But hysteria is a true thing. The monkey see, monkey do. The more you see people, teenage girls, the more you see this, the more you're inclined to do just that, okay? Now, I suggest, how about instead of watching things that potentially fuck up your life, you learn a new skill. Hang on, where's that sound effect? Wow! Learn a new skill, as opposed to X-filing your life up with mental disorders. That wasn't a shitty reference, but whatever. I mean, learn a new skill. All the things that you could learn, all the information that we have at our fingertips right now with YouTube that we didn't have 15 years ago. I mean, anything you want to learn. New language, how to play an instrument. I mean, look at this. Sorry, there we go. The list goes on there, you know. Ditch your language style. Are you a visual learner? Learn by doing. I don't know what these things are saying, but, you know, anything, any little hobby that you may have, you know. You can watch YouTube videos to teach yourself. I'm currently learning, and I have been for 6 months now, all about the stock market. Before 6 months ago, I had absolutely fuck all idea about anything regarding the stock market. But now I'm on a demo account, making about $2,000 or $3,000 a week, demoing, teaching myself how to use the stock market and how it goes up and down. I mean, this is a life skill that I'm teaching myself. I mean, imagine if I was the kind of person to watch these people ticking, these unfortunate people with obviously, health problems, and I honestly hope they get better. But imagine if I was watching that, right? I mean, imagine if I was doing this in my videos because I was teaching myself that, right? That would be just terrible, all right? Now, I want to finish off my video by watching probably 30 seconds of the same video we just saw before, but this is the very, very end of the video. Watching 30 seconds of this. Watch this with me right now.
Sorry that we've triggered your tics perhaps more than you would have liked, but
It's okay.
thank you for being so patient with us.
Hate her.
I fucking hate her. The girl with the unfortunate tic Tourette's-ish syndrome has just told the reporter woman, I fucking hate her to her face. Now, I want you to watch the kid who just said it. I want you to watch her reaction and the mum's reaction. Watch this.
I was waiting for it all this time. We almost got through it.
I'm so sorry.
She's literally so happy. A bit embarrassed, no doubt, as well, but she's so happy that she just said it. Look at her mum. They're both laughing hysterically, okay? This is a problem. Laughter is the best medicine, and I completely agree with this. Except, let's look at this. Laughter is good for your health. Agreed. Laughter relaxes the whole body. Laughter boosts your immune system. I agree. Laughter is amazing. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins. We could go on. Laughter protects the heart, burns calories. All great things, right? Let's focus on this one right now. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins in your brain. Endorphins, you get endorphins when you've just had sex as well, kind of thing, right? You get endorphins when you've just heard the funniest thing, or when you see something beautiful and you smile. Endorphins, right? So, if I had a kid with Tourette's-ish like syndrome with tics, you know, I would absolutely try my best and my hardest to help my child with this disorder. But one thing I would not be doing is if, in some cases, the kids literally smack the parents, and it even happened on one of the segments on that show. I don't know where it is. It's buried within 20 minutes or 21 minutes of the thing, but sometimes the kids literally smack their parents and tell their parents to fuck off, you fuck, or whatever. And sometimes they laugh about it like this, okay? You're literally encouraging your child to continue with this behavior that clearly needs to be fixed at some point. And once again, I hope they do absolutely fix themselves because, you know, it's a terrible situation, right? But laughter triggers the release of endorphins. You're basically allowing your child, you're basically saying, that was so funny. Oh man, it was wrong, but it was so funny. And basically the person who just said that thing or did that thing, in their brain, it felt good to do that wrong thing. It felt good to say that wrong thing. So therefore, how are they ever going to get better? How are they ever going to improve from their tics? How is this tic situation ever supposed to be removed from their lives? Ever? If the positive feedback is, that was so funny. If I was a parent, come here, son, I'm about to waterboard you. Where's a bucket of water? I joke, of course. I kid, obviously. But, I mean, allowing a laugh to come out of a situation like that is just continuing the behavior that, let's face it, all parties, including the person doing it, all parties eventually want this to stop. All right? Laughing is terrible. It's allowing it to happen. Now, this is one last thing I wanted to talk about. It's very interesting that Joe Rogan, something Joe Rogan said is going viral right now regarding TikTok, and the whole 60 Minutes thing came out with TikTok very recently. They just coincide with each other. Let me just quickly show you this. Joe Rogan slams TikTok for its potential data snooping and claims China is watching the app's users. He's absolutely right. Look at this. Okay? Joe Rogan slammed TikTok on his podcast after taking issue with the video sharing the app privacy policy terms of service on Tuesday. So TikTok recently apparently changed their terms of service, the privacy policy. This was in the privacy policy right here, according to Joe Rogan at least. Okay, it said, we collect certain information about the device you use to access the platform, such as your IP address. So the government agencies in China which do look at TikTok, it's confirmed, they know where you live, okay? User region, where you live, okay? This is really crazy, Rogan said during the episode. User agent, I'm not too sure what that is. Mobile carrier, they know who you're with, okay? Time zone settings, identifiers for advertising purposes, which every social media uses these days, that's not a big deal. Model of your device, so they know which device you're using. The device system, network type, device IDs, your screen resolution and operating system, app and file names and types, he added by reading from the terms of service. So every file that you've got on your phone, apparently, so this says at least, it looks like they have access to that information. If you've got folders in your writing app, anything you've ever written kind of thing, it seems like they would have access to that, okay? Any secret information, it looks like they can sift through it within the app. He went on to allege that TikTok even had access to users' keystrokes. So get ready for this. So they're basically monitoring your keystrokes. That means they know every fucking thing you type. If you're the biggest perv in the world and you've typed up random things on Google, they will apparently know. Wow! The Chinese government wants everything to do with TikTok because TikTok is the biggest, pretty much the biggest app that the West is using. All right? And let me tell you this, if you have a specific job, such as a government job, okay, those Chinese CCC party, Communist Party people that are looking, government people that are looking at this information from you, they'll be loving you specifically even more because of the job you have, okay? Or if your parents have that job, that kind of government-y kind of job, they'll be loving you even more. So look, my goodness, in my opinion, don't watch TikTok. I deleted TikTok ages ago, okay? There's just too many dance videos. It's kind of interesting to see a dance video here and there. I see it on Instagram, okay? That's fine. I see it on Instagram. I sometimes look at it on Instagram. Sometimes it's entertaining, all right? But not all the goddamn time. Why is everybody fucking dancing on TikTok? Why is everybody now watching these, unfortunately, mentally ill people being mentally ill, causing themselves to be mentally ill? Why is it happening? If you're a parent, you should really try and stop your child from, or at least let you educate your child on what they're potentially doing, okay? Because it's affecting them negatively in the long run. What do you guys reckon about this? Let me know in the comments down below. We're on channel 2, this one right now, but of course we also are on channel 1 where we make travel films around the world. This has been a completely live video in my studio. Check us out on those social medias, at Tallboy Gareth. Like and subscribe. Woo! Another live video done. We make 4 videos a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, we will see you again. See you next time. Bye.